I want to apologize for how the last stream went. I was having a bad day. Usually I'm better about not letting bad days get to me during, like, live streams and recordings and stuff. But sometimes they do. So, sorry. I feel bad if that was unwatchable. Because I could see it easily being kind of unwatchable. Just like these loading screens. Jeez. So long. Huh. But, yeah. So I did do stuff off screen. Just about everything the game would let me do, basically. Or everything that was in the first two areas that we've already explored by now. And, I realized I had the same problem in Odyssey, so I think this is just how these games are gonna be. It's just there's gonna be a point where combat is kind of boring because you haven't unlocked any options yet. So I was sure to unlock options. I got, I keep thinking I unlocked 2 open combat skills, but I only got the one. I got Bull Rush. So now I have an option that's not just dodge and then slash and then dodge again. I can come in for a extra damage hit. I don't remember how much extra damage it deals. And I went with the Bull Rush specifically, as opposed to, like, the Spartan Kick, because it closes the gap, which is really, like, the crux of my issue with this combat style, with this new style with this and Odyssey. This is Odyssey. With this and Origins, is that sometimes you'll stand there hitting the button, and your character will stand in place and they'll swing their weapon, and the enemy will, there will be no contact with the enemy. Like, I think it could just easily be solved by kind of snapping you to the target. Like, when you press the button and you're kind of close enough that it automatically moves you forward some. Yeah, here's what the map is looking like. I weakened the area leader so much that he is dead. There's his icon. What, there's a new one? They can come back? I'm not doing that again. Why would I bother? Anyway, I didn't do this because this seems to be this game's equivalent of pyramids. So let's go check that out. Yep, I've killed the guy, and the quest can continue. That should be this marker right here. I gotta report back to Stentor. Ow, why does my neck hurt? Knock it off, neck. What else is there to say about what I did off screen? Oh yeah, I can show you my skills. That's ship. I went over a little bit too far. Yeah, this is what keeps making me think I have 2 open combat skills, because I also have Second Wind, which I'm not counting as a combat skill because that's just basic healing that I just need in general. It's not an attack, but it is what I feel is pretty important for open combat, the ability to restore health, because Bayek could restore up to a certain amount of health, and every other assassin had some kind of either regenerative healing accessible in combat, or they had potions. In fact, I think even in Syndicate you could have both. You could unlock the ability to regenerate health in combat, and you had potions. Whatever. I'm not mad. I don't remember which of these I already had. I don't think I had Predator Shot, because I think I looked at this and went, well, I don't need the ability to control my arrows. And then also, I realized I'm stupid. Because I also complain, like, oh, I can't kill people with headshots anymore. Yeah, why do you think that is? It's because I didn't invest anything into the bow. Because if you notice, it's not just the ability to control an arrow, it does 430% damage. It also travels 25% farther. So that's the purpose of that. It's not just so you can guarantee a headshot, it's so that the headshots actually kill. Same thing with Devastating Shot. Funny, it's not... Oh, up to double when fully charged. So that'd be like 580 damage, 580% damage. So yeah, that would be stronger than Predator Shot. So I might get that as well. Also, in addition, at some point probably. But yeah, that's the point of these, is so that your headshots actually kill. So I got this, which feels like a good idea. It has been doing me good. Yeah, that's... I realized what this is. Because I remember trying this out and I was like, oh, it's not working. Oh, what's it? I don't understand. It's kind of like the ability from Dishonored, Quick Reflexes, I think that's what it was called. Where whenever you would be discovered, you had like... time would slow, and it would give you an opportunity to do something about being discovered. That's kind of how this is. It's... when you get discovered, you can hold the trigger to snap your bow onto the target. And it'll also do extra hunter damage. I don't think it really needs to specify hunter damage because you know it's bow damage. Hunter damage is bow damage, so they can just say damage because there's only one way to deal damage with the bow. It's hunter damage. But yeah, it'll deal more damage and snap to the target, which is nice. It gives me 5 seconds to figure out, like, where do I want to aim on this guy? Do I want to go for the torso? I thought it said specific... See, I completely messed up this ability's description because I thought it dealt more damage to the torso. No, it snaps to the torso, and in that 5 seconds when the skill is happening, then I can take the opportunity to carefully line up a headshot and deal more damage. But even if I don't, it'll still deal 150% damage. Let me look up Bull Rush again. What's that? 250. So yeah, that's nice. And I have experienced it hitting multiple targets, so you kind of can rush through people. I think it stops if you hit someone who's directly in front of you, even if they're not your target, so there's that to be careful about. And that only does 160% damage, and specifically says it doesn't kill. Although I'm wondering if that's specifically... if you kick them off a cliff, or just in general, can it not kill? But that's something I have to figure out when I get that far. If I decide to buy that, because I already have 3 abilities on my melee selection here, and one of them's healing. Oh yeah, that brings me to the third thing. I got this. Because why not? I'm already heavily invested in assassination damage, so why not? Why not have what's basically a ranged assassination damage move? Well, not basically, it is that. And I can chain it up to 1 time, so I haven't really gotten the opportunity to use this much, but I have it for when I need it. So if I can't kill him with my bow, I'll have to do the spear rush. That I already got in that hand before. Okay. So that's abilities. Another thing that I think was my problem, and why I was doing so terribly against enemies, which is also a problem I believe I had in Origins, was I didn't level up my gear. So I leveled up my gear. Also, in the process, at some point, I unlocked cosmetic armor. So you may look at my hood and see, that's not a hood. So it's basically like Transmogrify in like Diablo. I can just make any piece of gear look like any other piece of gear I've already acquired. So I can look at this helmet and go, that looks stupid. I'd rather have this. Yeah! But instead, I go with hood because I am a purist. And also, sadly, I've noticed that not all hoods change color to match your scarf. So that's unfortunate. But at least I have this hood that does. Look at all these other helmets I can get. But those are helmets. Those aren't hoods. Yeah, there we go. There's hoods. And I have noticed that there are multiple variants for things. And not just, like, you can see there's hovering over an option. It's like, oh, variations. And then you gotta reach these levels to unlock more variations. And that's kind of neat. But then there's also, like, Athenian test sets and then the exact same item. And I can't tell what the difference is supposed to be. I did notice with these, they have that same deal going on. Also, for some reason, the option that's unlocked by default in the variations is below the level 15 unlock. Don't know what's up with that. But look at this part as I switch. It's very slightly different. Oh, also, I just noticed that down here at the bottom, it's different. Yeah, you see, this got this floor. I don't know why I'm taking the time to show this. It's like showing the difference between pieces of gear that I'm specifically saying, like, I can't really see a difference. All right. Yeah, see, 3,000 assassin damage versus barely 300. Like, this is 10 times as much. So I have some faith in rush assassination to hopefully be doing me good. Because even though it's not multiplied, it's still probably more than what this will be. Yeah, because when did that need to be 1,000% to be the equivalent of times 10, which it would need to be to equal? Excuse me. So yeah, I may even have to, like, if I get any other melee abilities that go here, and this fills up, I might even replace this, because for one thing, I could see it being too good, and for the other thing, is make my bow still useful. You know, keep my bow relevant. But yeah, that should be everything pertaining to upgrading. I also got what do you call it? Engravings on my on all my gear. This quest is no longer available. Well, who cares? If it's a quest that comes and goes, it'll probably come back. Even if I beat it, it'll probably come back. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, they just want you to be playing this one game forever. They don't want you to go play other games. They want you playing one game infinitely. Maybe not with this game, but that sure seems to be the thing developers are trying to do nowadays. But anyway, yeah, but over here. And then I bust through a hole in the wall, and then it's a dungeon, kind of, a temple. And there were snakes down here. There are snakes. They respawned. And they give me soft leather. I don't think I realized this, but all animals just give leather now. They all just give the same leather. They don't even need to specify soft leather anymore. It's just all just leather. It's all leather. Oh yeah, that's right. I switched to the wooden staff because I wanted to see what that was like. Mouth, please. Don't skip over words. And I realized that these components, like, if you consider these the quote-unquote rare components that you need to keep an eye out for and really go out of your way to get, and these are the quote-unquote common materials that you would grind for, good. Because Origins had like 5 or 6. Because you had the 2 metals, you had hard leather, soft leather, and pelts, and wood. So yeah, like 6. So, for as much materials as things are probably going to start to require, like, I'd like to think we're doing pretty good. Because, like, this is just hunting. This I can find sitting on mountainsides whenever I go through caves. And then this is just branches. So I'd like to think that finding materials in this game should be less grindy than Origins. And I thought Origins did good with its, maybe not the material amount, because I still have no idea why sometimes it would show, oh, I see you back there. Sometimes you would get 1 leather for something, and then sometimes you get 4. I have no idea what made the difference. But it was still satisfying to be like, oh, well, I need some leather. And then I look on my map or with Sinew and look around and find some, like, always right nearby. Which isn't that reminds me of something I had realized that I never gave Origins enough credit for. Am I going backwards now? I think I'm going backwards. Yeah, I was going backwards. This way. Was that Sinew, and by extent Icarus, are a great idea for, like, you press a button and then your eagle lets you look at, you know, basically extend your compass, like, you know, the compass that's on the top of your screen. Basically get a 3D view of that. You see where things are, like, actually in relation to the world rather than just a distance. I got scratched my face. I think I got turned around again. I got turned around. Yeah, I realized that having a button that you can press, can't do it right now, but a button you can press to basically just get a higher view of the world, a higher up view of the world, and view your, like, nearby objectives that way. It's a really good idea, because, like, I realized I was, every time I wanted to find the next thing, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go over there. And then I would close the map. But you could do the same thing from your bird. You can look at nearby stuff and mark it with your bird. And that's a lot more, that's I'm trying to figure out the grammar. What is the right grammar for that? Is this the tablet? Am I... Ancient writing from the Lost Kingdom. Free ability point, yeah. Yeah, it's just, I mean, for as immersive as suddenly having your view snap to an eagle can be, it's a more immersive way to do it. You know, it at the very least doesn't involve opening up a menu and doing menu stuff. You actually get to see with your eyes in the gameplay. And as long as you don't fly too far away, there's no loading screen. There's no real transition. It just, the camera flies up to your eagle. It's a pretty smart idea. Did I not fully get this open? I got distracted by the snake. The head hook. Okay, I think I've got everything now. Let me take a look at that hook. It's a sword. Ooh, 6% assassin damage. Kind of flips my numbers there. Instead of 5% warrior damage, 2% assassin. It's 6% assassin, 2% warrior. And 5 crit rate, or crit damage. And 1 more engraving slot. Yeah, you know what? This sword? Get out of here. This is my new sword. I don't like how that looks, though, so I'm gonna use the cool... Don't you just love how it's like, man, this game, like, other games have cosmetic armor. Like, this game should do that too. And then later I unlock the ability to do exactly that. think I like that one the best. And it's cool, you can do it with the weapons too. Obviously, because I just did it. 4% assassin damage. Well, that is more assassin damage, but I really shouldn't be sacrificing too much warrior damage. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. And I'm hanging on to this hood just in case I at some point to decide I need more assassin damage. It's only 66 damage though. So I think I'll probably disassemble that at some point. Alright, abilities. What ability can I get now? I think the one I was looking at getting next is not a bow one, it's charge attack. Because it's unique for each weapon, and I want to see what each weapon does. So actually, instead of using the sword, I'm gonna go back to the staff and see what the staff's charge attack is. But not in here because it's frickin' dark. Another small thing I noticed that this game does that I don't think Origins did is that there's a snake. Again. Snake does a lot of damage. Is that when you're nearby multiple dead bodies, that pressing loots all of them if you're close enough. Yeah, I just unblocked it. What are you talking about, Cassandra? Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I had some dead bodies nearby, and I pressed loot, and it looted all of them. It's like, oh, I didn't have to loot the other guys. Okay, put that away now. Okay, that's light. That's heavy. Which I don't think Origins had. I don't think it had heavy combos, but now there's that. There's the charge. I mean, I think Origins did. I think you could fight by pressing the shoulder button or the trigger instead of the shoulder button. And that's literally just one big heavy swing. Okay. I don't like how slow this is. I do like how much damage it does, but I don't like how slow it is. It's too slow. It doesn't even do as much damage as this. So honestly, I should just get rid of this. I also have this axe, because it felt good to use. It's not as slow as the other thing. Yeah, different for each weapon. And then they basically all just do 1 or 2 strong hits. Different. Yeah, wow. It's so much more different than the one the staff has. See, why is it highlighting that? That's not the quest. Go away. I want the game to show me where the main quest is, which I'm pretty sure is this way. Is it that? I think it's that. Yeah, see, that's a lot nicer than opening up the map. It's pressing the eagle button. Oh, this is not a road, it's water. Because one of was a road. Oh, well, I didn't get the one I aimed at, but I got someone. I thought it was dead. Gotta remember to use my horse more. These horses are fast. Except I'm already there. I'm still kind of mad that the game made me do that. They made me fight for this army for the guy that I'm gonna kill, instead of just sneaking in and killing the guy. I still think that's stupid.
Mercenary. What news do you have?
The Athenian commander is dead. Megaris is ready to fall.
Good. The wolf has ordered the attack. I'm glad you're here to join us in our march to glory.
It's about time we took the fight to the Athenians.
Yes, it's time they felt the wrath of Sparta. Come,
Sorry, I'm trying
Leos
to get
awaits.
comfortable.
It's what I
Make
was
noise.
born to do.
We will win the day for Sparta and the wolf. Come, we must reach the forward camp.
I am ready.
Follow me. We must prepare for the battle ahead.
So, tell me about the wolf.
He is a great man. He will lead Sparta to victory against the...
No. What is he like as a man? As a father?
He is to be admired. Strong, caring in his way, but sometimes
Yes?
Nothing. Just... He gets this faraway look in his eyes. And I sense a sadness there. He is Sparta's general. But he is also made of flesh and blood. Life cannot be lived without some regrets.
Where are we going? This should be the part where I kill him. Yeah, I still think it's dumb that I'm just following along with them instead of sneaking in and killing them. I get Cassandra she's not an assassin. She's basically a mercenary. But it's still kind of stupid that she hadn't considered sneaking in. Especially because there was that one where I stole that thing from that chest, and she was like, "Oh, I should sneak in and then sneak right out." So you do understand the concept of stealth, then why are you okay with stealth to steal a thing, but not to kill a guy? But I think it's forcing me to do this because it's trying to introduce me to these conquest battles. Speaking of, I didn't even realize that's what they were going to be called. Once a nation power is low, conquest battle becomes available. Both Athenians and Sparta reward epic gear for conquest. Defending a nation is easier but provides less rewards. Attacking is harder but provides more rewards.
I'm ready for war.
So I think this part is really just trying to shoehorn in a tutorial for what's I'm sure is probably not going to force me to do it again, but it's just going to be like, hey, next time you get to a new area, consider conquering it. To which I say, no.
Send these Athenians to Hades!
The blue ones, right? The blue ones. I think I do like this combat system more than what Origins had going for it, because this use of the stamina system, or the adrenaline system, it's a lot better than the building up for a super move that's one of two super moves, and they're kind of okay, but not like the most exciting thing. I still think Syndicate's combat system was the peak for Assassin's Creed. But, oh well. Maybe that's why they went with this combat system. They felt that they couldn't go up from there, and they wanted to do something new. Which I still feel is kind of generic, but it's acceptable. As long as my enemies aren't damage sponges. Wait, did that hurt me too? Hit each other at the same time? You gotta be kidding. Get over here so I don't hurt the other guy. So I don't hurt the red guy. And I still wish I could have a shield. Like, look at these guys. Look at their freaking giant shields. You mean to tell me Cassandra can't get one of those? You mean to tell me it's period inaccurate? Like, oh, well, she didn't use a shield because people didn't fight with shields back then. I don't know who's making that argument because clearly that's not the case. Which is exactly why I'm saying that it's a stupid argument. Now, I saw there was sticks out here. I want to grab that real quick. And honestly, I still don't really want to do, like, the open world stuff. Because the thing is, like, sure, I did all the open world stuff in, like, Syndicate and Rogue. But my problem with these games wanting me to do the side stuff so I'm strong enough to do the main stuff is that's the opposite of how I want it to work. I don't want to do side stuff so the main game can be fun. I want the main game to be so fun that I want to do the side stuff because I just want to keep playing. That was phrased a lot nicer than I phrased it when I was talking to my brother about this the other day. Because I'm still kind of mad at the game. Okay, let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing a double KO. Are we losing? I think we're losing. But yeah, basically what I think happened before was like, oh, this guy's level 5 and I'm level 7 and he's still taking a lot of damage. I'm fairly certain that was a bounty hunter guy. Which I've got a lot of those by now. So it shouldn't be as much of an issue as it was before. But man, I swear, I just kept running into bounty hunters. They kept finding me. Which I'm pretty sure this game's equivalent of the... what were they called? Yeah, the big guys from Origins that would roam the maps. All I remember is I made the joke about it sounding like that one Key and Peele bit with the guy who mispronounced everyone's names. But the only one I remember is Aaron, and that's not the right name. Wait, did it say I killed 16 Spartans? But those are the wrong guys.
The wolf requests the presence of the mercenary. We shall be up to him in a moment.
With respect, he wishes to see the mercenary alone.
What?
I said the commander
I
wishes...
heard what you said. I just don't understand why.
Those were his orders, sir.
Very well.
Why are you so mad?
It appears I have other matters to attend to.
But yeah, basically, I'm just gonna have to be wary that next time, you know, when we start Valhalla, that I'm probably gonna end up having the same early game struggle and probably get accosted by bounty hunters,
What do I even say?
which shouldn't be a problem from here on because my bounty is low. Also, I can just open the map and press, I think it was X, and I can pay like 50 coins to get my bounty cleared. So I don't even really have to go out of my way to clear it, if I want to.
So you are the champion who won us today. Tell me your name, hero, so that I may greet you as a true warrior.
Here, Pater. It's been a long time.
Impossible. I saw you fall.
I didn't fall. You fucking threw me to my death.
I did what was required of me as a Spartan. I've made my peace with that. You need to as well.
You were my father. You were supposed to protect me.
You were reckless. You forced my hand.
I was protecting my brother because you wouldn't.
The Oracle decreed that Alexios had to die. Her word is absolute. You know that.
You can't cower behind your sense of duty
Enough!
anymore.
I can't change the past, Cassandra. I will live and die a Spartan.
There's a large reward for the mercenary that can collect the wolf's head.
Is that why you're here?
Oh, they're gonna make me pick? I don't even remember who gave me the contract, so I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay,
You've
answers.
avoided the past long enough. Now you will answer to me.
I didn't pick the kill option, hey! Get away from the cliff.
Though you deserve death, there is no honor in vengeance. You must face the ghosts of your past, Pater, and that is a fate worse than death.
I have failed in my duty. I failed to protect you. To protect both of you. I loved you and your brother as if you were truly my own. But you were never mine.
What do you mean?
That is a question you should ask your mother.
Wait,
Find your mother.
find her.
Wherever Myrine is, she knows far more than I do.
Where will you go?
To find my honor. Beware the snakes in the grass, Cassandra.
Well, now I really wonder what would happen if I did kill him.
Back to Varnavas.
Oh, it's a quest item? I don't get to... At least I got a sword. It's a legendary. Extra damage with the Spartan kick. More damage on Athenians. More warrior damage. Those aren't really bonuses I care about, but can't deny the extra damage. Hang on, let me put that on. Yeah, 21. And I got an achievement for that. Cool. The sword looks okay. Tempted to change the cosmetics on it, but I don't dislike it as much as I disliked the head hook, which I'm apparently never gonna use. Yeah, I didn't care for fighting with staffs, so get out of here. a new helmet. Why did I get the Athenian champion helmet? I killed the blue guys. Weren't the blue guys the Athenians? Hunter damage, damage with bows on distant targets. Nah. Battle plate of Ares. I'm not gonna lie, that does look kind of ridiculous on Cassandra. I don't even have elemental weapons yet. So elemental buildup's not really that important to me. Plus, this gives me just straight up 6% more armor. So at the end of the day, that 19 armor bonus is really just 7. Which I'm glad it accounts for that in the little number over in the corner. Even if it doesn't for the armor with the comparison there. If that makes sense. I feel like that didn't make sense. Yeah, I think I should just get rid of that. I mean, it does give more warrior damage, but it's damage with heavy weapons. Yeah, I'll get rid of it. Oh, it was already tracking. I hate that this part, which isn't a quest, it's the top of the quest list for the main story, will update and be like, "Hey, you haven't looked at me yet." It's like, you're not a quest. Don't highlight. Think there's anything left on the battlefield for me to take? Probably not. What was that? A table. Great. I'm glad that was there. Everyone needs a table every now and then. Ruined Temple of Apollo. Pretty sure I already did that. Actually, wait, I could just fast travel. Is it telling me to go back to my ship? Isn't he... Or is... No, Barnabas is... the captain? I thought it was, Hey, this is captured again now. See, why would I bother conquering a place if it's just gonna be basically just like, oh, well, sure, the Spartans took it, but you could take it back and then give it back to the Athenians? Why? Why would I just go in an infinite loop of giving it from one faction to another? Oh, yeah, there he is. I completely forgot this guy's name. I thought Barnabas was the guy I took the contract from.
So, did you kill your father?
Step, father.
I suppose the gods won't judge you too harshly for a step patricide.
Nikolaos raised me, trained me. He was my father. Even if he did try to kill me.
Is that better or worse? No matter. Yours isn't the only complicated family in the world.
thanks. I'm glad to have you around, Varnavas.
I'm happy to be here. Would anything else help?
Finding my mother. She's alive, Varnavas. At least, Nikolaos thought so.
Some good news, praise Ira. What's your plan? What course should I set, Captain?
For now, we go to Phokis. Elpinor said he'd meet me there. He owes me money and an explanation.
Aye, Cassandra. And let's seek the wisdom of the Pythia while we're there. If anyone has answers for you, it's the Oracle of Delphi.
The Oracle's predictions destroyed my family.
The Pythia has the wisdom of Apollo himself. Now, I'll admit, if people choose to ignore her, they might court disaster.
If we'd ignored the Pythia, my brother would still be alive, and our mother would be safe at home.
Back to business. You know where to meet Elpinor, I suppose?
His home is in Pilgrim's Landing, but Nikolaos's last words to me were a warning of snakes in the grass.
Sounds like you should make extra preparations.
Elpinor is the one who should prepare.
Meet me at Apollo's temple in Delphi when you're done dealing with the snakes.
Elpinor has a lot of explaining to
Oh,
do.
wrong button. Helix credits. You can spend them by pressing and go to the store. No.
Ready
Okay.
to set sail!
Where are we going? Okay, that's what I thought, because that's the... I could have sworn that was a 9 before, now it's a 10. I'm wondering if maybe that the number can change over time. Because this is 8 and 8 now, which, when I did go back there, the enemies were level 8, so I guess the world levels up with you. Except for the areas that just start off telling you to go back to kindergarten with how high level they are. Okay. No ability point. Oh, and I got this tree now. Let's see. Summon a guy. Powerful spear attack that inflicts 60% assassin damage. Critical assassination dealing double assassination damage. That's probably going to be useful. Flaming attacks could also be useful. Increasing armor. Eh. Stun. Increase hunter damage. Bleh. Rain of arrows. That looks pretty cool. 300% hunter damage. And a tame animal, which I was looking through these before, and this one definitely stood out as noteworthy because I never used, like, this ability existed in Origins, and I never used it. Once. I went out of my way to get it, and I never used it. And I'm kind of reluctant to do it here, too, because even though it's an easier process where you just press Y to tame them instead of having to put them to sleep first, I don't know how many opportunities I'm going to have to fight a guy while next to an animal and then tame the animal. So I think I would rather look into something else. I'm still very curious what level 3 Leap of Faith is going to do, but not enough to... Oh, well, it's also requires level 20 anyway, so forget what I was saying. But I want to know if there's nothing else exciting to get at level 20, I'm going to get this. Because I want to know what level 3 does. Although looking at that animation, I'm wondering if level 3 is just you don't stop in place after doing the fall, so you can keep running like nothing happened. That would make the most sense. Wait, there's 3 levels of this? Oh, increase the damage. I wish I could look at the level 3 without having to be level 2. Or have the level 2 perk. Also, I should quick save. I want to get into the habit where whenever I'm in the menu, I quick save just in case. I can make this chain up to 2 times and deal 130%. Increase by 30%, crit damage increase. And that's it. Oh, I didn't realize venomous attacks was right here. That's tempting. This is also pretty tempting because I'm assuming it's going to be an equipable skill. Oh yeah, I see now. Equipable skills have a different border, which this has. So it's going to be a skill to basically have smoke bombs infinitely. As long as I have adrenaline. Okay, let me look at this stuff again. Shield breaker. Does that have? Oh, that's a skill. I don't really want that. Like Bull Rush already goes through shields, as far as I know. So what do we need Shield Breaker for? I mean, I guess it disarms them of the shield, but that's only small shields. Also, that is considered a small shield. Do you see the size of that shield? That's considered small? I mean, maybe the idea is it breaks small shields, and anything else gets chucked away. You know, with the possibility of them picking it back up. But still. There's also Rain of Destruction. Devastating Shot also could be useful. Well, I have Rush Assassination, so I don't really need bow stuff right now, as fun as Rain of Arrows could be, or Rain of Destruction, especially if I could use that in open combat. But, I think right now I really like the sound of Vanish. I like how there's this, but then there's also this. It's like... I know Syndicate had both smoke bombs and electric bombs, and that's basically the difference here. Also, that does 150% warrior damage. Not as strong as Bull Rush, but it's an AoE, so I wouldn't mind replacing Bull Rush with that at some point. But yeah, I can't resist the idea of infinite smoke bombs. That sounds really, really helpful, especially if I'm building into Assassination. Excuse me. A way to disengage from combat sounds really useful. Okay, so my quest is branching now. Still not really... Don't need these little things here. Yeah, I'll go here first. Get that tied up. Sandra says like, oh, the guy owes me money. But no, he doesn't, because I didn't kill the wolf. Oh wait. Post trap speed. There we go. Well, So I'm curious how this is going to play out since I didn't kill the wolf. But considering he walked away like he's about to make some big life changes and retire from the army and stuff, I guess you could say he's as good as dead. He should no longer be a problem for whoever it was that was paying me to kill him. I guess. I think they're singing the game's main theme.
Wars at the ready! Less speed!
You're released
Get
until the
off.
commander's return.
Can swim from here. Okay, maybe I could have got closer. Wait, can I take that? Yeah, there we go. Wood is the resource I have the least of right now, so I definitely should go out of my way for it if I see it.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Yeah, they still don't always seem to come looking for you when you whistle. That's kind of annoying. It was still funny that one time though when I kept listening at the guy and he's like, "Man, that whistling is really annoying." It's like, yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Okay, that's not gonna be enough to kill him, but yeah, there we go. That works. Neat. And I could do it again. Costs 1 bar of adrenaline, but oh, I missed the opportunity to do it twice in a row. Didn't I get an ability? I feel like I got an ability. Maybe it was a bonus on my sword. No, maybe it was the sword I got rid of. I think I had an ability I added to something. There it is. 5% adrenaline on assassination kill. Which is, considering I just assassinated 2 people. Unless the spear doesn't count. But if it does, then that's really not noticeable. There we go. Chain attack. No, those both counted as stealth kills. Whoop. Okay, let me scope the place. I can ignore the purple objectives now because I don't care about conquering places. Actually, if they're war supplies, I really should go and loot them. Because I think they do give you a pretty good amount of, like, leather. And I need that stuff. There's the bounty sponsor. Only 21 gold to pay it off, though. It's not terrible. Where was my quest? I don't see the... Wasn't it telling me to go to this building? Or is it that? Whatever. I'm already here. I feel like killing people. I'm gonna do this place. Whoop. Well then. Well, I need adrenaline, so I can't just spear people now. You don't know where I am? Don't pretend like you know where I am. You don't know. See? Are they gonna... There. They're fanning out now. Which is what they should have been doing in that last place. I don't know why they weren't. Okay, he's not gonna die, but... Oh, didn't count. Okay. Ow, I'm trying to dodge. Well, I think you could say I got the hang of the combat. Oh, this is stealing too. Yeah, I've just decided that because area objectives, and you can see that did count as one of the chests, sometimes you just gotta steal. But I was afraid of that having like karma implications, but really all it means is you get a little bit on your bounty meter. So I'm not afraid of stealing anymore. Oh, it gave me wood. Nice. Cause yeah, they implied with like the dialogue options that can have negative consequences, which I guess in hindsight really just means like, oh, if you say the mean thing, people are gonna be angry. They're probably gonna fight you. Which also is not that bad. It's not exactly a Telltale game here. Are there only the two? Okay. And where's the third chest? No, there were three. Chest is up there. Don't stop there. Actually, I don't even know if I got any bounty for that. Because no one saw it. I think the map can show me. Well, the meter has been filling, so I don't know. I don't know either way. Okay, let's get those supplies. Yes, the pot. That's the pot. That is the spot that I wanted you to grab while climbing. Because pots are known for being sturdy and downright indestructible. Oh wait. I'm going to the wrong one. I've already cleared the ground floor ones. I want that one. which I think I can get to by going to the balcony that the guy saw me at when I first got here. Blew my cover right away because some guy was on the balcony having a smoke. Now go into there. Hello? It didn't tell me what I got. Oh well. Let's see. What did I find? So I got a level 11 sword. Okay. A new hood. Sure. And then I'll just give myself I'll engrave this cloth hood. I don't know how you engrave cloth, but I will figure out a way to do it and give myself extra warrior damage. With a new bow. 4% assassin damage, 4% hunter damage, 4% warrior damage. How about I just stick with the assassin damage? Oh, I guess instead of showing the guy his head, I'm gonna give him his helmet. And that'll be considered close enough. Wait, why is that not? Oh well. What else do I have to do? I have to actually burn them. Okay. It's not enough to loot them. They have to be burned. Even if I don't care about conquest. It's fair enough, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna be right there looting them anyway. So I might as well burn them. But I still don't care about conquest. It's just another side activity that you can do to get nope, don't carry it. I thought that said loot. Just another side objective to find pieces of loot. Okay, where's the way out? Is this the place? There we go.
Ah, Misthios. How was Megaris?
The wolf is dead.
Excellent. The full amount as promised. You expected me to haggle? Come now, Cassandra. It isn't every day I have someone kill their own father. But he wasn't your real father, was he?
Or he's also not really dead. Why did you want him dead?
Me to kill Nikolaos?
Because I knew you could. Oh, why him? Because he was brilliant. He would have taken Athens in a month, 2 at most. And Stentor doesn't have the wolf's genius.
You wanted to save Athens?
There's no profit in a quick war. I know. It's a lot to take in all at once. Come. Tell me, Misthios, did you learn anything worthwhile in your dealings with the wolf?
He mentioned my mother. She still lives?
Not for long, I'm afraid.
What are you talking about?
You're going to bring me her head, of course.
Are you out of your mind?
You killed the man who raised you for a sack of coins. I only assumed you wanted your family dead as much as I do.
Malaka, you think you can play with me? I'll cut out your tongue.
So disappointing.
What? He's turning on me? I can't believe that. Totally didn't already have vibes of him possibly being like a predecessor to Templars. No way. I'm so shocked that the guy who was paying me to kill people was bad. Now I wonder what would happen if I chose to kill him in the dialogue options. I am genuinely curious how deep this game's dialogue choices go. I'm pretty sure he was holding up his shield. I don't know why that didn't get blocked. Okay, see, I think when you counter someone, it does that thing I was talking about, where you snap to your target when you melee them. And it should have been doing anyway. In other places, you know, in general combat.
A letter to Elpino.
Phoebe, you led him right to me.
Elpinor's looking for a woman. I wonder who he wants in his slimy grasp now. This is a ship manifest. Elpinor's selling weapons to both Athens and Sparta. He wants this war to go on forever. I have met some treacherous people. None of them compared to Elpinor. I'm going to look under every rock, in every shadow until I find and kill this vile serpent.
Oh good, I can wear it now. And turn it into a hood. 6% warrior damage, 4% health. That's nice. I didn't even realize I got rid of the last helmet. So I should have gotten rid of this too. I mean, I got a precious gem for that. Yeah. I guess in the long term, 100 assassin damage is not that much. And having a 4% health boost would be nice. I'll go ahead and put that on. And turn it into a hood. Letters, yay, I'm glad it lets me know I have those in my inventory every time. Okay, which way do I go? See, I look at these and I think, oh, that's where the quest is. Because I'm pretty sure Skyrim had very similar quest markers. But no, I gotta look around the world, I guess. And it's not even giving me a hint where to look for him. It's just like, oh, he's still around. It's like, yeah, because I didn't kill him. And I've changed the options. I am on the... Oh, there he is. I am on the... I'm on the... Wait, no, that's... No, that's the wrong one. I did change the options, so I am on guided mode. I am on the mode that tells me outright where things are, instead of just being like, Just go down to the Arby's and take a left, and it's around there somewhere. Alright, well, I'll get the viewpoint and see if anything changes. That is not a tall viewpoint. That is not a viewpoint. That is the most underwhelming viewpoint I've ever experienced in an Assassin's Creed. Like, look at that. There's a roof higher up in this same city. I didn't even pick the highest roof in the city. Okay, I guess I just gotta find him. It's a good thing Focus is small. I'm being sarcastic because it's clearly not small. Why did I do that? I guess I could run around checking these question marks, but I don't want to. Hey, Valley of the Snake. You think maybe he's in there and totally not metaphorical at all? No, definitely no hidden meaning in Valley of the Snake. Sure, if I just follow the paths east, I can get there easily enough. Oh yeah, didn't Barnabas want me to find him in the temple? Well, it doesn't tell me anymore. Or it doesn't say in the quests. And I'm pretty sure he told me. I'm in the temple, but I don't know where the temple is. Does it have a marker? No. Alright, I'll check that out on the way there. You know, help me actually make my way in the right direction. Then following the path should lead me further into the Valley of the Snake. Definitely not a clue. Definitely not. I mean, I could be wrong. It could end up not being a clue. For real. No sarcasm. But that would be kind of stupid. It would be kind of stupid that they're like, oh, look out for snakes. And then end up not actually doing anything with the Valley of the Snake.
The madmen of Prometheus. If only Athena could breathe life into them.
They both survived my spearing. Okay, that must be a heavy shield then. Ow. Nice roll. What? Did she not take any damage from that? Again? Well, you know, I will give this game this with its enemy types. They so far have not had those guys that Origins had where they would just repeatedly stab you. And it would take you like 10 seconds to get through that stabbing animation. Wasn't there another guy? Okay, what did I do? Find a thing, the tablet, and treasure. Treasure 1. Treasure, yep, right there. Oh, look at that. I'm right next to the tablet. Or the Enigmata. Ancient tablet. Oh, look, there it is. They lied to me. It said tablet, but it was tablets, plural. Ooh, 6% assassin damage. Can't wait to level up. New spear. Might as well see what the spear's charged heavy attack is. Okay. I guess I'll stick with the spear for a little bit, see how I feel about spears. I should probably get that viewpoint. It'll probably help. You think I could climb straight up there? Somehow I feel like these high cliffs are not meant to be climbed. That there's nothing up there, but I also feel like I have to climb to get to the viewpoint. Yeah, it looks like I'm starting to level out with it now. I feel like this game is gonna have a bit of the Breath of the Wild problem with horses not being useful because you have to do so much climbing, which would be unfortunate. These trees remind me of Riften in Skyrim. Especially because Riften was also in a mountainy area. Or I guess that region of Skyrim is called the Rift. But you know, Riften area, which is like in perpetual autumn. Oh, I get to climb a tree. When was the last time we had to climb a tree for a viewpoint? Granted, I'm not really climbing it, rather walking along its branches. Didn't climb the trunk or any higher than that. But still, when was the last time a viewpoint was a tree? Probably Rogue. But even Rogue didn't even have trees as tall as the ones in 3. There were viewpoints entirely on their own, without being on a cliff. Now I did again. I pressed the trigger trying to toggle or trying to zoom in and out. If I keep following the path, I'm going to be out of the region. So I should probably stick to, like, these question marks. But I think the gold question marks are the ones that have, like, actual quests to them. So...
Knows what leave snakes in the grass, but I wasn't expecting this.
Well, that dialogue makes me almost feel like I found the right spot. Oh, that is genuinely giant snake bones. That's why she was saying that. Well. And there's the captain taking a leak. Never mind, the captain's over there. Never mind. No, wait, no, that guy's definitely the captain. His icon is fancier. I also just noticed it matches the one that says kill captain. So yeah, that is the captain icon. Let me try getting closer. See if that helps me find the objectives. So there's the tablet. Falake, that's what those guys were called in Origins. The guys who would roam around that were basically that game's bounty hunters. I just remembered. Why are you going up? Go down! Let's see if I can get him with this. Nope, of course not. Very much not. Not that guy either. I could kill that level 10 NPC. The farmers. I won't get desynchronized for it, but I will get a bounty. I wonder if this is like the first Assassin's Creed where you can kill like non-enemy NPCs and not have the game kill you for it, you know, desync you. Which is basically like dying and restarting. Too much wind up on the spear attack. Bird rush with the spear. It's like it's Monster Hunter, and I'm using the lance. Lance was definitely one of those weapons where I kind of wish I knew it better, but when I use it, it feels like, oh, is this all this thing can do? So I don't really feel that bad about not using it. No, not like the Charge Blade. Charge Blade is definitely one where I'm like, I kind of wish I made this instead of the Switch Axe. Do still have that save I did where I started a new save with the... Oh, please don't crash. Good. I did do that new Rise playthrough with the Charge Blade. And then I stopped playing it because I kept mixing up Origins controls with Monster Hunter's controls. I'm still kind of afraid I'm going to have that problem, so I haven't been playing it at all. Ow. Well, oh, okay, I'm dying. Oop, stuck on a cliff. Do I seriously get one full adrenaline bar for having my attack blocked? Oh no, okay. The color for adrenaline when the bar is not full is really dark. It's really hard to see. Where'd the captain die? There. Well, it's a lot of materials, but I was hoping for unique, or, well, not unique, but, you know, a piece of armor or something like that. Is this a real landmark? That'd be crazy. I think I have heard of there being, excuse me, a snake skeleton, a giant snake skeleton found somewhere. But I think it was just a myth. I don't think it was real. But I do vaguely remember hearing something about how it could be possible for a snake to be large. Just improbable for it to be that big. Boop. Oh, you're alive. I need to do the heavy attack to unblock him. Oh, it knocks him down too. I don't think it said that in the description. Pretty sure it did in Origins. It was guaranteed to knock him down. No, wait, that was a different move. I'm pressing the counter button. Or the parry. I should stop calling it counter because it's not counter. Oh, come on. You can't block with your shield when I'm doing a slow motion attack. That's not how that works. Have fun climbing back up. Oh, he just straight up came back up the way he fell down. I don't know why I didn't expect that. forgot to hold the other trigger with my parry attempt there. Oh, the spear went all the way through him. Whoa. What do you think's in there? One of the treasure and one of the cultist guards. Guess I had to go in. The cave entrance kind of reminds me of
Coming for you, Albino.
this one place in Skyrim. Ah, what?
Shame. We have made you rich before we killed you.
Actually, kind of reminds me of several places that have cave entrances at the tops of cliffs. But for some reason, it also reminds me of a place that isn't a cave. It's just a spot that happens to be sitting on top of a mountainside. It's the Shrine of Boethia, I think. Whoops. Not sure how I did that by accident. Oh, I guess I did press X. Yeah, for some reason it reminds me of that place. I'm pretty sure it's the Shrine to Boethia, where if you go there, you get a quest to bring a follower there and kill them, which I never do because I don't want to kill a follower. Like I think people say like, oh, bring like a house Carl there, which is definitely not something I want to do. Like that feels super wrong. Or like bring Upbirth the Unbroken, I think her name was, because she's easy to get as a follower and is not essential, and some people find her annoying. I don't mind Upbirth that much either. I'd rather not kill her. I forget who Steven brought there when he played that. Because he did all the quests. I don't remember who he... I think he brought Upbirth. I think that's why I did that. I think that's why I remember that as an option. I think he was the one who said he didn't like her. I just realized I found the guy. That's why he has so much health and keeps talking to me.
Trusting you on Kefalonia was a mistake.
I am the reason you left that island alive. The cult wanted you dead.
What cult? Where are they?
Oh my gosh, it's the Triforce of Power. I killed Ganon. I did it.
Small shard I found on Elpinor is like nothing I've ever seen. Might come in handy.
You know, for as obvious as they made it with the whole find the snake, and then you just had to go to a place that had, you know, go to Snake Valley and find the Snake Temple. I feel pretty satisfied having figured that out on my own.
I should be careful. High security here.
Because, you know, there was no guaranteeing he was going to be over here. Even if it was Snake Valley. But like I was saying, it would have been stupid if they had a place called Snake Valley and Snake Temple. And they would told you to be wary of snakes in the grass, and he wasn't there. With all the signs pointing to Snake. Okay, what's the next step? I don't know where I'm running to. Let's first look at my loot. Can't wait to get to level 12. Got a good bow waiting for me. This just makes all my damage go down. That's not worth it. That one at least makes my hunter damage go up. But I don't think either of these are worth it. Got this new belt. Does not have... It doesn't have the 6% armor bonus, but it does have enough armor to make me equal the same amount of armor. But it also has 6% warrior damage, which this also already has. So, would it be worth it? Probably not. I feel like hanging on to it anyway. But I guess when I unlock burning damage, burning deodorant, that this would, you know, that then I would have 4 perks on here I could utilize. Although part of me is wondering if this is level 11 gear, if I engrave it, will it have a higher level engrave? But I don't really have anything to lead me to believe that gear that is a higher, you know, that is past level 10 will have basically level 2 engravings. I don't have anything level 10 that also has an engraving or any skill with an indication that it has more points. Except this helmet, but that's... Yeah, it's got 2 stacks of health up, but only 1 stack of crit damage, so... Yeah, it's not guaranteed that... If it can have more stacks, that it will have another stack every 10 levels. Oh, wait. No, it was a belt. Yeah, I'll just get rid of that. Plus, also, I can keep leveling this up, and sure, it might be on the expensive side to level it up, but I can keep doing that and keep it relevant and keep that 6% total armor bonus. So even if I find a piece of level 11 gear that has the same or more armor, logically leveling this up to the same level will have a higher bonus. Part of me wonders if that 100 assassin damage is going to make a difference. Because it feels like the past times I've used my rush assassination, the target has not died, so maybe I do need that 100 damage. I'll put that on for a little bit and see if maybe the next guy I stab dies. And if he doesn't, then I'll switch back to this and get rid of this. %, assassination, 8% poison. And if I wear an entire set of snake armor, I can 30% intoxicated damage and weakening effect. I mean, honestly, I want that just for the assassin damage. That's pretty tempting. But I gotta wait a little bit, be level 11. Three damage. Well, 9 points total. Yeah, I'll put that back on. I do like the extra reach the spear has, though. But I think I mostly ended up using the spear near the end of Origins anyway, so I probably shouldn't lean on spears. But then again, I use swords too. I'm just trying not to use the same weapon in all the games. Which is why I don't want to use the axe either. Like, I think the axe feels good to use, but I don't want to use it because I'll probably want to use it in Valhalla. Alright, so let's see what's next. Quest. Oh yeah, I gotta go talk to the Oracle. Aren't they up in this valley? Yeah, they're right over there. Stone's throw away. If only I could, like, use the Breath of the Wild glider or build a flying vehicle like in Tears of the Kingdom. Just fly across the valley. Oh well. Why did I unpause? I need to go on break. Okay, after the Oracle we go. Yeah, if this were Tears of the Kingdom, I could just make a flying thing and fly over the gap. But instead I gotta jump all the way down. And then be fine because for some reason this game thought that dying from high falls was not a thing that should happen. Which I'm okay with, it's just weird. And then I gotta climb all the way up the cliffside. Which at least the climbing is faster than Breath of the Wild. And by extent, Tears of the Kingdom. But it still takes a while. Because it is a tall cliff. See, now I'm starting to be reminded of that one place that's in like the far corner of Riften in Skyrim. That's, you know, it's a mountainous part of Riften that leads up to a fort. Or no, it's Nordic ruins. And that place is notable for a few reasons, if I remember right. If I'm remembering the correct place, because I believe not only is inside that place a dragon priest's lair, so you know one of the 7 or 8 dragon priests is there.
Better news than the one in Sparta. The sanctuary of Delphi. The gods themselves watch over this land.
But if I remember right, there's also ghosts around in that area that wear ancient Nord armor, and you can find a full set of ancient Nord armor sitting around. You can't loot it from the ghosts, but you can get it off of, like, it's sitting around. It's like guaranteed to spawn there.
Cassandra, isn't this remarkable? We're so close to the gods, I can feel Apollo all around me. How did it go with Elpinor?
We can talk later in private. Who's this?
Just a simple pilgrim. He just saw the Oracle. I couldn't help but ask if she's as glorious as they say.
Well, is she?
She left me with more questions than answers.
That's the Oracle for you. You weren't lying. It really is the spear of Leonidas. I may have mentioned you.
I would appreciate your showing a bit more secrecy.
Well, it's just he seemed interested in legends. Like you. I thought you might get along.
How did... You know my spear just by looking at it? You're more than some simple pilgrim.
All things in Delphi are more than they appear. Even I. My name is Herodotus. I'm a storyteller. Or I was. This war is forcing us all to new extremes.
That much is true. Why are you hiding your identity?
I'm here on behalf of a man in Athens. A very powerful man. We intend to finally end this war.
You told me you came to ask the Oracle a personal question.
War is personal, Barnabas.
So, you came to seek the Pythia's guidance on how to end the war?
I did. Though something is wrong in Delphi. Guards at every turn, people being turned away.
I have my own questions for the Pythia. But this time, I'll be an old woman by the time I see her.
You're joking! You carry more blades than a field of grass!
I didn't come here to start trouble.
Trouble? Just walk in! Who's going to stop you? The priest?
All right. But if things get out of hand, I'm blaming you, Varnavas.
Is she not every bit as great as I said?
Okay, guess I'll just cut in line.
I'm here to see the Pythia.
Only those chosen by the light of Apollo may enter.
How does one get chosen?
One goes to the back of the line.
Do I look like someone who waits in line?
Hooray! Intimidation!
Enter into the light of Apollo, the light that illuminates shadow. Choose your question wisely, mortal, for you have but one. Speak, truth seeker.
I lost my mother when I was young. I have to find her. Where is she?
It's you! From the visions! The child on the mountain!
How could you know that?
You need to leave. Now.
Please. I've come this far. You must have the answers I seek.
Child of the mountain. The cult of Cosmos have eyes everywhere. They will kill you.
Cult of Cosmos?
The Oracle has spoken! The prophecy is yours!
You never answered my question.
The Pythia is done for the day.
I'm not leaving.
Well, I
until
guess it
get
didn't matter
answers.
which question I asked then. It's funny, I was gonna say, if she really is a seer, she would have known I was coming. Apparently she did.
Herodotus, you're still here. Where's Varnavas?
He's gone back to your ship. You don't look happy with your prophecy.
She knew who I was.
She's the Pythia. It's her business to act like she knows you.
That was no act. She said she had visions of me as a child on a mountain.
What child hasn't stood on a mountain?
I was thrown from that mountain. My life started and ended on that mountain. I'm telling you. She knew who I was. What I'd done. She tried to warn me.
Warn you? About what?
She mentioned the cult of Cosmos. Does this mean anything to you?
I'd heard whispers. A cult unlike any other coming to Delphi. But I paid them no mind.
And the Pythia seemed afraid of them. Gods took her away.
Then the whispers were true. If this cult has corrupted the Pythia, this is devastating news. Do you understand what this means? Through her, the cult controls the world.
I need to speak with her when she's not so well protected.
That would require a miracle from the gods. She is always protected.
I'll find where the Pythia lives, and I will get answers.
Cassandra, don't forget. Brute force is useless when finesse is required.
Sure. They let me use brute force to get in, but then when it's time to get more answers, it's like, no. Brute force isn't always the answer. Let's see. What else did I want to get? Well, my melee wheel is full, so let's see what I can do with devastating shot. And then I think after that I'll get Rain of Destruction to see if I can use that in open combat, because that'd be fun. Also, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's heavily raining outside right now. I should quick save in case the power goes out. Eastern part of sacred lands of Apollo. Her home is Philadelphia. It's right over there. Glad I turned on guided mode. Question mark over here. Might as well get that. Get the branch. I never realize it's there until I'm already passing it. Tomb of the First Pythia. Okay, probably free skill point in here, probably. If I'm understanding tombs right. Bunch of pots, nice. There's where I'm going to exit. Okay. Can I light these? Yeah. Now I'll know which way I have been.
Flames, get out,
Ouch!
out,
Ow! Ow!
away, child of Hephaestus.
Yelling at the fire like it's animated. Come on, get these. Get these. Get these! Is that not what they're there for? There's gotta be more.
Shit.
Ow, not again!
No, 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 no! Shit!
I'm not even gonna roll to put it out. It's just funny. I remember a while ago, Jim Sterling made a video about how stupid it is when you stand in a fire and then spontaneously combust like that. Like, pretty much exactly like what is happening in this game. Or what can happen. What has happened to me twice now. In the same tomb. It's one of those things that I never thought about before, but having it pointed out, it's like, yeah, that is kind of ridiculous. That's not how fire works. You don't just immediately combust. Apparently neither does this sconce. You know, fire spreads. You can have your leg be on fire for a good minute before the rest of you is on fire. Probably. I wouldn't know. I've never been on fire. I'd like to keep it that way. Alright, there's a secret path. There's a snake! Another snake! Nope! Was that a trap? Ah. Yeah, assume that the secret isn't gonna lead that deep. It's gonna be its own, yeah, its own little room. Any more snakes before I start looting? And then I loot anyway. Tracker's belt. Oh, right, I'm level 11 now. I can put on the stuff that I couldn't put on until I was level 11. Oh, except for the bow, which is level 12. Get out of here. I got that bow on it. Oh yeah, I switched because I was like, oh, I want to see if the damage matters. Still not enough to catch up to that bonus. But I do like the look of that hunter damage. At 4% assassin damage. It's not as much as 5%, but it's... You know, I'm only losing out on 30% damage. So that could be pretty good. What was the stuff I was waiting to put on? The bracers. And I can just put adrenaline on assassination kill back on. Chest plate. I've definitely not heard about the 2% damage with heavy weapons. I'm not even using them. Oh, but that's got 6% total armor as well. It's like it's the same problem. Like I could just level it up and probably have more armor than this. So I'll at least hang on to it. Although I could just put that bonus on this piece of armor. But I'll hang on to that anyway. I think that was it. Oh wait, cosmetics. Excuse me. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Bayek's outfit. Yeah, I'll put this back on. That looks pretty neat. Cool. I just put on the exact bracers I was already wearing. I feel like I made my outfit almost entirely look like as close to Bayek's as this game will let me get. That's not intentional. I think Bayek looked cool, but I don't want to try to force Cassandra to look the same. If I wanted to look the same, I would have chosen the male, Alexios. But that's why I picked Cassandra, is because she's a woman. And you don't get a lot of women assassins to play as in these games. Really, just Aveline. Ow. Can I break this wall? The wall. Yeah. And there's so many ways to go now. So there was a door back here. I don't know why I thought I could go through that. It's clearly blocked. There's stairs. Always get bit by the snake. I get bit at least once. Oh, this must be... This is the way back out. Okay. They're trying to trick you into leaving and forgetting that you're here to get a tablet. No, I wanted to loot the snakes. Oh well. Ancient writing from the Lost Kingdom. She stares at that way longer than Bayek does, even doing his repeated dialogue. Which I won't repeat because I literally just said it. So I don't know if they thought it would make it go by faster by not having her say the same thing every time, but it's just more awkward that she doesn't say anything and just stares at it for 10 seconds. Get off the wall. Ow. Ooh, sun. Burns my eyes. Ah, it's so bright. Oh good, it's raining in game too. It's raining in real life, it's raining in game. It's also been raining in my Animal Crossing save. That's been a funny coincidence. Animal Crossing is definitely the best game to have the weather sync up with your real life weather just coincidentally. Honestly, I think it would. I think they should implement a feature where they can track your local weather so the weather matches in game. But I would get why people would be reluctant to give a video game their location. What do you mean call Icarus? The town is right down there. Apparently there's also a helmet guy. I forgot to spend the ability point I just got. So now that I've got my, both of my loadouts basically finished. Oh, this is a place where I can sneak.
A lot of protection for the Pythia.
Now that I've got both of my skill menus maxed out, I wouldn't mind spending my next few points upgrading stuff that I like.
So much for using finesse. The Oracle is hiding inside. I'll finally get some answers.
Okay, I don't think the assassin damage made a difference. I think this guy was not going to be killed by assassination no matter what. Oh, is it slow time while I do that? That's cool. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's cool. Now, speaking of not doing a lot of damage, well, not as smooth of a getaway as that could have been, but I did get away. Is that guy supposed to be here? The guy with the helmet icon? I feel like he's not supposed to, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's set here to guard the Pythia. Oh yeah, that's one of the bounty hunter guys. It's in my menu talking about bounty hunters.
Keep your eyes peeled. Don't worry, they can't hide forever.
Okay, I could probably kill them with one shot with my the devastating arrow. Or not. Gee, that sure was worth buying. This first. And then I have one bar left, so I can get that guy. Chain it to this guy. Right, there we go. Wasn't sure if I was locked on. Oh, I don't have adrenaline, that's right. Ow. Trying to remember the buttons here. Did he just heal? Don't you do that? It's my thing. You're not allowed to. Oh, wrong button. No. Got stuck on the fountain.
You're just making...
Scythe? What weapon type is that? Heavy blade? Yeah, heavy bladed. That makes all my damage go up. Sure. A scythe is not an axe. And it's actually bent like a war scythe, too. It's not like a stereotypical scythe where it's an L shape, which is not how you would use a scythe in real life. If you were to fight with a scythe, you would bend the blade to be straight, and it would basically be a spear. I'm definitely not one who's going to sit here and tell you you shouldn't design your characters to have the L-shaped scythes, because I definitely understand rule of cool on that one. But, like, sometimes realism is cool, and having a war scythe instead of a farming scythe, basically, is a cool detail. 4%, that doesn't have any, but, yeah, I'll put that on. Yeah, I guess I don't feel too bad about anytime I have to sacrifice a assassin damage bonus, since evidently it's not going to make that much of a difference. Yeah, I'll stick with what I got. And I can get rid of this too, because it, yeah, it's only 100. Only 100 assassin damage being sacrificed. What else was I hanging on to because it had an assassin damage bonus? Well, I think what I'm wearing right now. Wondering if maybe it's worth keeping the hunter damage though. Going for this over for hunter damage. And then also having the benefit of the assassin damage as well also. Yeah, I don't have anything that does burning duration, and I can probably just throw that on a weapon anyway. So I don't think I really need this. I'll hang on to it just to see what kind of bonus, like how expensive it is to upgrade, because the higher the rarity, the more expensive it is to upgrade. And I don't want to throw all my money at armor upgrades when there's also the ship to upgrade. What did I have on? That one? Yeah. I think yeah, I should just get rid of this too. Because that's only +6 warrior damage, and then armor is like, well, could probably put that on this anyway. But I'm still not fully sure how engraving works. I think you only get a set list of what you can put on any particular armor piece. Kind of like Skyrim's enchanting, where like, oh, you can't put stamina upgrades on your gauntlets or something like that. Something along those lines. So I might not be able to engrave armor boost on chest pieces. So I guess I can keep this. Plus, this is going to be expensive to keep carrying with me because it's a legendary torso. So I shouldn't get too attached to that. Kind of the opposite of this, where I want to keep this, but it's going to be expensive to upgrade, versus it would probably be cheaper to stick with this. Actually, I wonder what cosmetics I have for the scythe. Oh, right. It's on heavy blade, so the only scythe I have is scythe. I could turn it into an axe if I want to. I'll stick with scythe. If I loot one more treasure chest, I beat this area. It was sitting over there the whole time. I thought that might make me go faster. You know, like Ocarina of Time. Doesn't feel like I get a speed boost.
No! Guards! I'm not here to hurt you. I just want answers.
The Pythia is a sacred vessel of the gods. People travel the world for my answers. But none of them would dare break into my home. Apollo's wrath will be cruel and swift. Guards!
I'm looking for my family. And everywhere I go, people are either lying or trying to kill me. You're the first person who might have some answers.
But they'll kill me if I tell you.
Not if I get to them first. Help me, and no harm will come to you, I promise.
All right. But ask your questions quickly. The longer you're here, the more at risk we both are.
Yeah, okay, bye.
You have an opportunity to do the right thing. Tell me where to find the cult. Tell me where they are, or we'll go find them together.
Beneath the Temple of Apollo, there is an ancient chamber. I think they meet there. But without one of their cloaks and masks, you won't make it more than 2 steps inside.
Well,
Where can
conveniently, I
find
already have
these
one of
cloaks and
those.
masks?
There is a man. He visits me from time to time, makes sure I'm well taken care of. I have the biggest house in the Hora of Delphi, yet he still offers drachmi for my troubles. Gives me the creeps.
What's his name?
Elpinor.
Elpinor? He's with the cult?
I can't be sure, but if he is, he would definitely have what you require.
I sent Elpinor to the underworld. I knew the mask I stripped from his corpse would come in handy.
May Apollo protect you.
I should tell Herodotus what the Pythia told me about the cult. Maybe he'll have some insight.
Wow, I'm surprised that guy who I killed as part of... or who also counted towards the kill 7 of 7 cultists objective was part of a cult. Wow, I'm so surprised.
Well, what did the Pythia tell you?
The cult of Cosmos is hunting me. But I'm going to hunt them first. She told me they meet in a secret chamber under the Temple of Apollo.
So it's all true. If the cult has done anything, it's fooled this old man.
I've killed the first cultist, Elpinor, a snake I met in Kefalonia. His mask and cloak will get me inside the chamber.
So they're underneath the Temple of Apollo? Yes, by the Cave of Yea. I think I know the place.
Find it, and I'll meet you there.
And I got that... Excuse me. And I got the Helmet of the Oracle. Well, I do like that assassin damage bonus. I'll hang on to it, but I won't put it on. Yes, I saw the boots. No, good. But I like how those 2 quests actually ended up converging, where I needed to complete both of them to continue the story. See, that I'm okay with. I'm not okay with the game stopping me in my tracks to be like, oh, you gotta go kill 20 Spartans. I know they weren't Spartans when the game gave me that objective, but it's my point. This guy is dead. Yes, I see. Apparently at some point I found Imbrios the Invincible. Oh no, he's in the Colosseum. Wow. Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to get him. So disappointed I can't get him. Make sure that's tracking. Let's see on the map that it is over there. I have not been there yet. Alright, well, time to remember I have a horse. And apparently if I hold the button, I automatically get on them. Okay. That's kind of neat. Sure does feel like this game has a lot of weird design decisions, but none of them bad. Because there's that, which it's weird, but I like it. Alright, I'll fight the boar. Hang on. And then there's like the lack of fall damage and the discovery mode, which is... Ow. I guess not really that weird, but it is... Like, it's not really a better way to play the game, so I don't get why it's an option.
in your death!
That's all you had on you? Iron? Man, those guys weren't worth killing. Man, horses really go in this game. They're fast. Yeah, get out of the way, lady. I'm on a fast horse. Now we slow down because we're in town. I also forgot to pay attention to how much leather the boar gave me. It sure was big. It should have given me a lot. Alright, that's close enough. I thought it was gonna have to go inside before I could come down, but nope. It's pointing me to the front door.
So this is the secret chamber. They're not ones for subtlety, are they?
Nope. I mean, they were hiding out in the Temple of the Snake, in the Valley of the Snake. So, they sure do love their snakes.
So, this is it.
Hidden chamber of the cultists. Here, all along.
I'm going inside. Keep my clothes for me?
Best not to go in with your weapons, either. I don't think they'll look too kindly on that.
How do I look?
Terrifying.
Good.
Find me once you've found out the truth in there. Keep your wits about you. Try not to do anything rash.
Me? Rash? Thought these ridiculous costumes were a good idea.
See, it's too bad Cassandra doesn't have a hidden blade. So then she could still have that on her, just like Bayek did when he went into the bathhouse. She just had to have a spearhead instead of a hidden blade.
You're late! Very late! It's a good thing Demos hasn't arrived yet.
Sorry, it's my first time.
A new recruit? Welcome, welcome!
I'll
Thank
go
you.
talk to the others. Thank you.
Yes, yes, before Demos comes. Who knows if you'll get a word in after that.
She shouted "you're late" at me like she knew who I was, but then she clearly doesn't. So that was a little odd.
All right then. You're not listening.
I'm still not convinced.
You. We need another opinion on this. Why split resources searching for a woman we can't find? If we narrow our focus, Athens will be ours. Immediate threats have to be destroyed. Pericles has to be destroyed.
Not without the mother. We aren't strong enough without the mother.
Don't let Demos hear that. If anything, we should be hunting the father.
We know who the mother is. Looking for the father would be a waste of resources.
What do you think? Hunt the champion's mother or his father?
See, I want to say mother because then I could get that information possibly. But I also feel like if they try to find my father, they might not find him. I call father.
Father.
What did I tell you?
You're both wrong.
Now, if you'll excuse me. I'll need much more information to identify who these
Just
cultists
wrong.
are.
We need to look for the father.
It's only blood right now, but who knows? Deimos may ask for our hands next.
Or maybe a ring finger.
Go on, go on. Make your offering.
Okay.
We just have to keep our sights on what the bloodline will do for us.
The bloodline?
The mother, the father, the sister. You know, his kin. We need them. All of them.
To use them.
That information is not for Deimos, of course. You know how volatile he is. He could rip through us easily.
I'll be sure to keep it to myself.
As you should. Nor can he know we're about to capture his mother.
Actually, so what I'm thinking is that the cult leader is Alexios, and that's why it's saying his mother, father, and sister. And sister being me, Cassandra.
Tell me about Deimos.
Let me see if I can coax that out of him.
What we need to know. He's a machine, a weapon for the cult. Someone that unstable can't be trusted with such personal information.
Maybe that's why the Oracle wanted him dead, is because they saw him creating a cult.
To our great ambition.
To ambition.
Which I feel like if you come to know that someone tried to kill you when you were an infant, that's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, that if you try to kill an infant to prevent that infant from making a cult, I think they're gonna grow up to be pretty mad about that. Where else is there to investigate? Hello? Am I allowed to go this way? Do I have to stay on the dry path?
Pull yourself together, Malaka! You're a fucking pig before slaughter!
I'll do it, I swear. I'll kill him. Let me go.
You like to watch, you sick fuck? You're not just going to watch, you're going to teach this little insolent shit a lesson! Show him what happens to cowards. They get fucking burned!
Okay.
Hand it to me.
Ha ha ha!
No! No! Ah!
More?
No. I'll go to Athens. I'll stake out the temple. I'll kill him.
Good. And don't waste my fucking time again! Fuck up like that again and I'll draw blood! Now get the fuck out of here before I get this stranger's blood on your robes! You! Someone was spotted going into your house!
I'm sure none of the dialogue options I make here will come back to bite me. Oh, hey, you think maybe my triangle goes on this triangle? No, it looks like it's complete.
Letters to and from the cult.
gods, they have a foothold in every part of the Greek world. We're in more danger than I thought.
Apparently the game will sometimes require you to steal things to continue.
I feel something. Towards the pyramid. It's covered in shards like Alpinos.
Oh, I see now. It is missing a triangle.
Ah, you had the last piece. Now it is ready. Every time I see it, it calls to me and sings of power. Does it call to you like it calls to me?
It does.
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
No.
My great warrior hasn't even arrived yet. Gather yourself and hold your tongue, fool. Show respect for the bloodline.
Apparently I was right. It is the Triforce of Power.
Elpenor is dead. One of you is a traitor. The artifact will expose them. Everyone will be tested. You first. Go.
We can't just pick people at random. That's not systematic. You gotta go around in a circle so you know who you've checked already.
Go.
What, you're not shoving people anymore?
Go! You! Get up here!
Well, so much for that finding the traitor. He just let the traitor walk away. My controller fell asleep. Too much cutscene. Or the batteries are dead. Sure do love this rechargeable battery pack that seems to only have like 3 hours of battery life to it. Didn't even warn me the controller was dying.
Plug that right in and in.
Almost plugged the C end of the charged cable into the Xbox. Not the USB-A part. What led him to believe that was the traitor? The traitor was me.
You're alive.
They know me. My family. They want my mother dead.
I see. It's worse than I thought.
There's more. They have a weapon.
What kind?
A soldier. Stronger and more ferocious than any I've ever seen.
How do you know he was strong? He didn't do any feats of strength.
Herodotus. It's my brother.
We need to get to Athens.
Athens? We need to find my mother. My clothes. Spear.
Of course.
My spear! The cult of Cosmos called my brother Deimos. He used an artifact to see my memories.
Cassandra, the man I serve. We must tell him what's happened before it's too late. You've heard the name Pericles before.
Pericles is the great general leading the Delian League against the Spartans. They say he's ruthless.
We aren't leading the League against anyone. Pericles is a man of peace. This war was thrust upon him. Upon us all.
A general who doesn't want war? Not likely.
Save your doubts. He is working to end this war. We all are. If there are forces colluding against him, he must be warned. We have to go.
To Athens? They're hunting my family. My mother. I have to find her.
You carry the blade of Leonidas. Act like it. If Pericles doesn't put an end to this war, we're all as good as dead. Including your mother.
Fuck your war. The cultists are exterminating my family.
You have a duty to the Greek world. We both do. Pericles must be warned.
She is my mother. What would you have me do?
If there is one place where we can find information about your mother, it is in Athens.
How?
Pericles surrounds himself with the brightest minds in Athens. Which is to say, anywhere. In Athens, you can fulfill your duty to your family. But before we can go, I need you to meet me at the Lion of Leonidas, at Thermopylae.
Leonidas? Why?
There's something I need to know. Something that may help us take down this cult and save your mother.
You've proven I can trust you, but let's make it quick, Herodotus. First, Thermopylae. Then we go to Athens. I'll make sure every single one of these cultists dies by my hands.
Cults is a single organization of powers about plotting to control the world. See clothes across Greece and unveil the identity of all the members of a cult, but an end to it once and for all. Is that the main objective, or? Look for those men using the clothes unveil the mark that might eliminate the cult of Cosmos. Okay. There's a lot of people. This guy's dead, apparently. That's Elpenor. And her warehouse in Megaris. Okay. Don't tell me I have to see the details on each one of these to get all these. Ah! No! Don't make me! Don't make me turn out to clear all the exclamation marks off of them! Come on. Okay, I think I'm gonna end there. Apparently I'm right that Alexios is Deimos. And I guess they didn't say he founded the cult, just that the cult revolves around him. I guess is him being the ultimate warrior or champion or whatever. But doesn't feel like it was that hard to put that together, so I'm not gonna sit here and pat myself on the back for figuring that out. Like, I figured it out like a minute before the game made it pretty clear. They didn't outright say it, but they made it pretty clear. But yeah, so that's it. See you Monday. We'll do more then. Bye. I was gonna hit intermission. That's the wrong button.